one, action. That's what you say to me. We're rolling. Awesome. What's up, everybody? Beer with the Queer, back at it. I'm starting off with the Sweetwater Brewing Company. They are from Fort Collins Company and Atlanta, Georgia. You need to make up where you're from. Is Fort Collins in Georgia? I'm looking at you, producer, boyfriend Matt. Okay, that's a nothing. Anyway, this is Going Coastal IPA with pineapple. So let's try what an IPA tastes like. Okay, it opens like a beer. It's got that real beer sound when you crack open the can. That beery sound. Steve Miller loves my descriptions. That beer can sound. Okay, so it tastes like if you made an IPA and you've never had pineapple before, this is what an IPA with pineapple would taste like. As a beer, it's good. It's got that hops note, that citrusy hops note on the back of your throat. Ale with natural pineapple flavor. Okay, just more lies. That's fine. I like it as a beer. I just don't get a lot of pineapple out of it. All right. There's only one thing we can talk about today. I'm shooting this on a Monday. It's going out on a Tuesday. And because that's when they come out. You guys know that. But we got to talk about the passing of Paul Rubin. That's right. The onus, the namesake, the person who created the Reuben sandwich. Long lost is that loose meat sandwich and what he brought to society by creating it. If you don't know what a Reuben is, it's pastrami. And I'm just kidding. He did not make the Reuben sandwich. Paul Rubin is Pee Wee Herman, everybody. Some people are not wanting to talk about his death or give him some props. There was controversy. We'll just get right into that. The biggest controversies that Paul Rubin was involved in was, I believe it was 2001. There were allegations of child pornography with him. Nothing came from that. In 2004, those charges were fully dismissed. So where there's smoke, there's fire, you can say, but they were dismissed. So you have to give him, credit on that. The biggest thing is here in Florida, he got caught in an adult movie theater pleasuring himself in like 1990 something, 91. And all I remember, even at the time, I was 11 years old in 91. Even at the time, I just thought, it's in an adult movie theater. Like, it's not in a regular movie theater. It's not in an IMAX. We didn't have IMAX back then. It wasn't in a multiplex. It's what you're supposed to do in an adult movie theater. Like, it just seemed a lot of issue for not a lot of issue. Here's why the gays do love Paul Rubin and should love Paul Rubin. Paul started his stand-up career going on stage as a character, Pee Wee Herman. Tim Burton saw what he was creating, and Tim Burton and him got together and gave us Pee Wee's Playhouse. Are you kidding me? Pee Wee's Playhouse. It was so good. It defined my childhood. It became everything. The guy on TV, I forget all of their names. The armchair that talked, I wanted that in my life. Cherry. Yes, nailed it. Oh my God, it was great, and everybody was on that show. Are you kidding me? If you were a somebody, you were on that show. If you were going to become somebody, you were on that show. And then they made 2 movies, and I hope when Pee Wee gets to heaven, when he gets there, he's just like, Large Marge sent me, and they're going to let him right in with that line alone. But even outside of that, if you want to look at every scene he had, he stole. He was the father to Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, in Batman Returns, and he killed it. He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and killed it. He was in Blow with Johnny Depp, I want to say was in Blow, and Paul Rubin stole the scenes. He was amazing as an actor and underrated. He was Murphy Brown's secretary that she didn't hate. I remember that fondly because I loved Murphy Brown. A sassy broad, there's a gay icon. Getting distracted. Anyway, R.I.P. Paul Rubin, R.I.P. Pee Wee. I don't feel that this generation will ever give you the respect you deserved. Died at 70 years old, battling very private case of cancer that he was dealing with himself. So this one's for you. We're going to miss you, Pee Wee. All right. Thank you. That's Beer with the Queer.